Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the Senate today, the 19th November 2024, report of the Standing Committee on Agriculture, Livestock, Fisheries on its consideration on the National Assembly Amendment Bill to the Cotton Industry Development Bill, Senate Bill number 5 of 2023.
The Chairperson, Standing Committee on National Security, Defense and Foreign Relations. Or any member of the committee. Foreign Relations.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the Senate today, 19th of November 2024. This is a report of the Standing Committee on National Security, Defense and Foreign Relations in its consideration of the National Disaster Risk Management Bill, National Assembly Bill number 24 of 2023. The Chairperson, Standing Committee on National Security, Defense and Foreign Relations. Mr. Speaker, I beg to lay.
Order, Honorable Senators. Senator Fernandi. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
The Chairperson, Standing Committee on Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to give a motion, and I beg to give notice of the following motion, that the National Assembly amendments to the Cotton Industry Bill, Senate number 5 of 2023, be now considered. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Senate Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to give notice of the following motion, which is a motion on the appointment of Senator Wahome Wamatinga, MP, to the Parliamentary Service Commission, that pursuant to provisions of Article 127(2) C1 of the Constitution, the Senate approves the nomination of Senator Wahome Wamatinga, MP, for appointment to the Parliamentary Service Commission to fill the vacancy occasioned by the resignation of Senator John Derito Kinyua.
Next order. Order, Honorable Senators. Next order, Clerk.
Order number 7. Order number 7, questions and statements.
Statements pursuant to Standing Order 53-1. Senator Fernandi, Senator Samson Chirange.
Mr. Speaker, sir, thank you very much. A request for a statement on the quality and standards of cement in the Kenyan market. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Trade, Industrialization and Tourism regarding the quality and standards of cement in the Kenyan market. In the statement, Mr. Speaker, the committee should, 1, report the compliance of cement produced in Kenya with Kenya Bureau of Standards, KEBS standards, KSEAS 18-1, outlining the adherence levels of all cement manufacturers to these standards. The Speaker, number 2, present a report on the findings of the recent market surveillance operation conducted by Kenya Bureau of Standards on the quality of cement in Kenya, specifically addressing the reasons behind the non-implementation of quality assurance recommendations, particularly regarding the cement in the 32.5 MPa category, which accounts to approximately 85% of the total cement production in the country. The Speaker, number 3, detail the actions taken against unscrupulous cement manufacturers and smugglers who have compromised cement quality, leading to the collapse of buildings and loss of lives, including details of any enforcement measures, despite having clear data on quality breaches where buildings have been collapsing in various towns and centers across the country, Mr. Speaker. Finally, Mr. Speaker, clarify where the Weights and Measures Department and the Kenya Anti-Counterfeit Authority failed in their responsibilities in the monitoring compliance and ensuring consumer protection under the Consumer Protection Authority, thereby contributing to the poor quality of concrete and cement used in construction and compromising the safety of buildings. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
The Honorable Senator Karen Nyamu. That statement is dropped. The Honorable Senator Richard Onyonka. That statement is dropped. Now, before I allow comments on the statement by the Senator Fernandi, allow me, Honorable Senators, to make this communication. Take your seat, Senator Fernandez. Honorable Senators, Article 132(1)(b) mandates the President to address a special sitting of Parliament once every year. Article 132(1)(c) also requires the President once every year to do the following. 1, report in an address to the nation on all measures taken and progress achieved in the realization of the national values referred to Article 10. 2, publish in the Gazette the details of the measures and progress under subparagraph 1. And finally, to submit a report for debate to the National Assembly on the progress made in fulfilling the international obligations of the Republic. Further, Article 247 of the Constitution requires the National Security Council to report annually to Parliament on the state of security of Kenya. Ordinarily, this report is submitted to Parliament during the address of the President, by the President, referred to under Article 132(1)(b) and tabled in the Houses of Parliament. Via the letter reference number EOP/CAB.26/4A, Volume 4, into brackets 178, dated the 9th of September 2024, the Chief of Staff and Head of Public Service informed the Speakers of the Houses of Parliament of the intention of His Excellency the President to deliver an address to Parliament in accordance with Article 132(1)(b) and C of the Constitution. The Chief of Staff and Head of Public Service further requested the Speaker's concurrence to schedule the State of the Nation address on Thursday the 7th November 2024 or Thursday 14th November 2024 at 2:30 p.m. Now, Honorable Senators, following consultations between the Speakers of the Houses of Parliament and the Executive Office of the President, it was agreed that the State of the Nation address will be held on Thursday, the 21st of November 2024. I therefore take this opportunity to welcome all honorable senators to this very important event that will take place in the National Assembly chamber from 2:30 p.m. A team of officers has been appointed by the clerks to coordinate the event. Further details on the special sitting will be communicated in due course. I thank you, honorable senators. Next order. Well, I see one member, Senator Tabitha Mutinda.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Just in regards to the statement by Honorable Chiralgai, in regards to the standard of the cement quality in this country, it's a very key issue, Mr. Speaker, because you know very well, housing is one of the basic needs. And the cement factor plays a very key role, Mr. Speaker. If the agencies that are allowed and mandated to ensure quality standards are adhered, and to be more specific, that is KEBS, if the indication is that we have unscrupulous business people bringing in substandard cement in this country, then they jeopardize the standard that have been set by the National Construction Authority as far as the standard of housing in this country is concerned. As you know very well, Mr. Speaker, the agenda and the manifesto for the Kenya Kwanza government being one of it being the housing projects, And noting that there are issues with the cement in this country, as far as the standard is concerned, Mr. Speaker, it raises very concerning issues, Mr. Speaker. So it is a high time that the committee that shall be mandated to embark and give this House a feedback as to why we have substandard cement, and at the same time, in the market, the cost of cement is very high. Right now, cement is retailing at 850 shillings, Mr. Speaker. The cost has extremely gone very high. If then the cost is going very high, and still we are being informed, or we are having information that the same cement is not up to the standard, then it worries. It worries us as a country as to the kind of structures that we are going to have. We've seen in Nairobi whereby buildings are collapsing, Mr. Speaker. Is this the cause? Is this the issue? The committee should bring to light, and the agency that is mandated, that is KEBS, should be able to ensure the standards that have been set are being adhered. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Okoit Omtata.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I rise to contribute to the statement by Senator Cherargei, the great from the hill, from Nandi County. The question of cement, my lord, is a very important one. Mr. Speaker, sir, it's very, very important that the quality of cement is not compromised, because cement is shelter. Cement is everything we have in terms of building ourselves homes that are lasting, in terms of urbanization, and in a country like Kenya, where the next frontier is urbanization as a way of combating poverty, we need good quality cement and at affordable prices. Mr. Speaker, sir, this statement comes at a very opportune time for us, and I hope that the committee that will look into it will be able to dig in and ferret out whoever is behind cement that does not meet the standards that have been set by the Kenya Bureau of Standards. And the standards set by Kenya Bureau of Standards are regularly revised, so they are up to date. And the least any businessman can do to this country is to ensure adherence to the Kenya Bureau of Standards. We have seen buildings, as my fellow senator who has contributed before me has stated, we have seen buildings collapsing, and that collapse is mostly not as a result of poor design or whatever, it's a result of poor material. There might be a problem with workmanship, but material is key. So we must make sure that we have got the right material. And also in this country, we have been seeing when we have some constructions going on, we have seen some contractors bringing cement from their homeland. I've always wondered, why do the Chinese come with their own cement to do certain projects? Is it that the cement that is made in Kenya is substandard? Or are our standards to international levels? It's important to know that, so that if there are standards that need to be set to achieve higher quality cement that can do specialized jobs like underwater construction and things like those, then we need to have those standards set so that we don't have to import cement when we have got enough raw material to manufacture whatever cement we require. Another important thing is that if the standards are upheld to make sure that the cement in Kenya, be it imported or locally made, but more so locally made, meets the international standards, we will be in a position to get ourselves into the regional and even the international market as net exporters of cement. So this is an area of growth, this is an area of job creation, this is an area that this country needs to focus on if we aim to be a manufacturing country, if we aim to go forward. For it is with cement that skyscrapers are made. And when you look around, you go to KICC, sometimes I wonder, when I walk around KICC and I don't see a crack, and then you look at some modern buildings that already have cracks. You wonder whether it's the quality of cement or the Punga Tower is already cracked. So you wonder, was it the quality of cement? Did they bring in substandard cement or what was it? So we need to get this thing answered well and in a timely manner so that going forward, we are sure that when you go to a shop in any part of this country to buy cement, you are buying cement that has been certified to be suitable for modern construction. Another thing, with the quality of cement, you remember, you look at the Raila Odinga, or is it Mbagathi Highway? I still don't know which is the correct name for it, but I'll consult Senator Enrique Ipadai. You find that road was done using cement, and for those of us who use it, have noticed that for a long time that road has remained steady, and it was supposed to be a pilot project. We don't know whether the issue was shelved or it was not shelved. So that going forward, we may need to move away from bitumen and embrace more cement in our roads so that we build proper roads. Although I'm also aware to the fact that Mbagathi Road does not carry the heavy trucks that have sometimes been known for damaging our roads, but a road that has withstood time. And so the quality of cement is a very, very important point for me and for this republic. And so, Mr. Speaker, sir, I support that statement, and as I contribute, I pray that the committee to which it has been committed does thorough work, beginning with establishing whether our standards are up to scratch. There will be no point holding it to a standard that is not up to scratch. Let us hold our standards to the best in the world, let them pass muster, and then check and see whether the cement we have is up to those standards. With those few remarks, Mr. Speaker, sir, I support the statement.
Now, Honorable Senators, the 15 minutes allowable under standing orders have long been expended, and therefore we will rest the interventions there. Now, Honorable Sige, you heard a statement under Standing Order 52. Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank you for graciously allowing me to read the statement that I had earlier on been left out. Mr. Speaker, I rise to seek for a statement on the critical inefficiencies, mismanagement, and corruption at Longisa County Referral Hospital in Bomet County and the Bomet County Health System. Mr. Speaker, this statement is pursuant to Standing Order 53-1. And Mr. Speaker, the level of inefficiency and management resulted in the tragic avoidable death at the County Referral Hospital on Sunday, the 10th of November 2024, of one baby Diana Chepngeno, a 3-year-old girl from Koitabai village in Bomet County who had suffered severe venom-induced injuries from a bee sting. It's claimed that the hospital staff, Mr. Speaker, demanded Kenya shillings 5,000 from the family, an illegal fee disguised as a prerequisite for accessing crucial hospital services before they could provide the urgent medical care that was needed. This is not an isolated incident, Mr. Speaker, and is a blatant display of the rot of corruption that has plagued the county's service delivery system. Mr. Speaker, it should be noted that during a recent appearance before the Senate County Public Investments Committee, the governor of Bomet boasted of Longisa Hospital's capacity, asserting that it operates effectively as a level 5 facility. The governor's confident statements sharply contrast with the harsh reality faced by patients and raise questions about the true state of healthcare services at the said hospital and the county at large. In the statement, Mr. Speaker, the committee should, 1, explain the circumstances that led to the tragic death of baby Diana Chepngeno at Longisa County Referral Hospital. 2, state the disciplinary action or actions taken by KMPDC against those found culpable for negligence and gross misconduct that resulted in the tragic death of baby Chepngeno, outlining other steps taken to ensure that such incidences are not witnessed again in the future. 3, assess the adequacy and effectiveness of the Bomet County emergency response protocols, indicating the availability and cost of the ambulance services for the health emergencies. 4, outline steps taken to address identified systemic challenges within Bomet County's healthcare system, assessing the training, preparedness, and professionalism of healthcare staff, particularly during medical emergencies. And lastly, Mr. Speaker, evaluate the utilization of resources allocated to the health sector in Bomet County. Signed, Senator, Bomet County. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Order number 8, motion, appointment of a member of parliament to the Parliamentary Service Commission.
The Senate Majority Leader. Senator Boni. Majority Leader, you may proceed.
Would you like me to move it for you? Sir?
I don't trust the senator for Kakamega with certain assignments, Mr. Speaker. But he's a good man. Mr. Speaker, I beg to request to move this motion, which is the appointment of a member of Parliament to the Parliamentary Service Commission, that pursuant to the provisions of Article 127C(1) of the Constitution, the Senate approves the nomination of Senator Wahome Wamatinga, MP, for the appointment to the Parliamentary Service Commission to fill the vacancy occasioned by the resignation of Senator John Nderitu Kinyua. Mr. Speaker, this is a very, very straightforward matter. We had already canvassed who our representatives are in PSC. And given that one of our colleagues has resigned from this position, we are requesting the House to simply replace him with Senator Wahome Wamatinga. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I don't intend to speak long on this matter. It's a very straightforward matter which I want to request the Leader of Minority, Senator Stewart Matzayo, to second.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I beg to second.
Now, Honorable Senators, I will now propose the question that pursuant Wamatinga, MP, for appointment to the Parliamentary Service Commission to fill the vacancy occasioned by the resignation of Senator John Nderitu Kinyua, MP. Now, Honorable Senators, the floor is open for debate, but this is really procedural. With your concurrence, then, if you allow me, I will proceed to put the question. Thank you, Honorable Senators. Since this is a matter that does not concern counties, it will be a voice vote. I'll proceed to put the question. That pursuant to the provisions of Article 127(2)(c)(1) of the Constitution, the Senate approves the nomination of Senator Wahome Wamatinga, MP, for appointment to the Parliamentary Service Commission to fill the vacancy occasioned by the resignation of Senator John Nderitu Kinyua, MP. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next order. Order, honorable senators. Clerk, you may proceed to call the next order.
Order number 9, the County Government's Election Laws Amendment Bill, Senate Bills number 2 of 2024, second reading, division. Order number 10, the County Public Finance Laws Amendment Bill, Senate Bills number 39 of 2023, second reading, division. Order number 11, the Elections Amendment number 2 Bill, Senate Bills number 29 of 2024, second reading, division. Order number 12, motion, report of the Mediation Committee on the Water Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bills number 33 of 2023, division. Order number 13, motion, report of the Mediation Committee on the National Rating Bill, National Assembly Bills number 55 of 2022, division. Order number 14, motion, report of the Select Committee on County Public Investments and Special Funds on its consideration of the audit reports of the water service providers for the year ended 30th June 2019, 30th June 2020, and 30th June 2021, division.
Sergeant at arms, kindly ring the quorum bell for 5 minutes.
That is a 5 minutes division bell at the Senate this afternoon. That division bell has been occasioned by the directive by the Speaker, who has directed the Sergeant at Arms to ring the quorum bell for 5 minutes to allow for the preparation as well as for senators to make their way back into the chamber to vote on a number of bills. Among them is the County Government's Election Laws Amendment Bill. This is Senate Bills number 2 of the year 2024 by Senator Crystal Asige. The County Public Finance Laws Amendment Bill, Senate Bills number 39 of the year 2023 by Meru Senator Kathure Murungi. The Elections Amendment Bill number 2, Senate Bills number 29 of the year 2024. The other bills are lined up for division this afternoon is the Meteorology Bill, Senate Bills number 45 of the year 2023 by Senate Leader of the Majority Party. The National Construction Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bills number 59 of the year 2022. The other bills pertains the Cancer Prevention and Control Amendment Bill number 2, this being National Assembly Bills number 45 of the year 2022. The other bill is the Election Offences Amendment Bill number 2, this being a bill from the Senate, Bill number 28 of the year 2024 by the Senate Leader of the Majority Party and the Senate Leader of the Minority Party. Away from the bills, we equally have a couple of motions that are due for division. Among them is a report of the Mediation Committee on the Water Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bills number 33 of the year 2023, that seeks to have the Senate adopt the report of the Mediation Committee on the Water Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bills number 33 of the year 2023, that was laid on the table of the Senate on the 22nd day of October 2024, and further, that pursuant to Article 113, subsection 2 of the Constitution and Standing Orders number 167, subsection 3, the Senate approves the mediated version of the bill. This is the mediated version of the bill on the Water Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bills number 33 of the year 2023. Similarly, the report of the Mediation Committee on the National Rating Bill, this is National Assembly Bills number 55 of the year 2022. This motion that is due for division is a motion by the chair of the Mediation Committee. Allow me to hand over back to the chamber.
Kindly close the doors and draw the bar. Honorable Senators, we'll start the division with order number 9. So I'll now proceed to put the question, and voting shall be done electronically. Honorable Senators, the question on order number 9 is as follows: that the County Government's Election Laws Amendment Bill, Senate Bills number 2 of 2024, be now read a second time. Now, as I've already stated, voting is going to be done electronically, and therefore, at this juncture, honorable senators, pull out the delegate cards from the units. Senator Tams, kindly walk around and pick any unattended card from the delegate units. Senator Tams, are you done? Good. Now, honorable senators, you may actually proceed now to log back into the delegate unit. And proceed to vote from now. Senator New to proceed to dispatch and cast your vote. Senator Beth Yengo, take your seat. Now, honorable senators, the results of the division are as follows. Ayes at 26, nays at 0, abstention at 0. So the ayes have it.
The County Government's Election Laws Amendment Bill 2024, a bill for an Act of Parliament to amend the Elections Act and the County Governments Act to provide for the nomination of members of a county assembly to represent marginalized groups and for connected purposes.
Honorable senators, I now proceed to put the question on order number 10. That the County Public Finance Laws Amendment Bill, Senate Bills number 39 of 2023, be now read a second time. Can the system be made ready for voting? You may now proceed to vote, honorable senators. Now, honorable senators, the result of the division is as follows. Ayes are 26, nays 0, abstention 0. So the ayes have it.
The County Public Finance Laws Amendment Bill, Senate Bills number 39 of 2023, a bill for an act of parliament to amend the County Assembly Services Act and the Public Finance Management Act and for connected purposes.
Honorable senators, I'll proceed to put the question on order number 11, that the Elections Amendment number 2 bill, Senate Bills number 29 of 2024, be now read a second time. May the system be made ready for voting. Honorable senators, you may now proceed to vote.